فسبحان الذي أخزى الأعادي فسبحان الذي أخزى
The promised Messiah's natural feelings of goodness towards mankind did not exclude even his opponents. Sheikh Yaqub al-Irfani relates that once Lala Sarampat, who belonged to the Arya community and was very hostile to the promised Messiah, fell seriously ill with a malignant abscess in his stomach, which greatly worried him, causing him to despair of life. When the promised Messiah came to know of his illness, he would often go to his lowly dwelling, inquiring about his health. Lala Sarampat was so eaten up with anxiety that when the promised Messiah alayhi salam visited him, he would humbly solicit his prayers, despite his hostility towards Islam. The promised Messiah always sought to comfort him and prayed for him. He continued to visit him and prayed for him till he recovered completely. The same affectionate treatment was accorded to another area of Qadian, namely Lala Malawa Mal, who in his youth used to visit the promised Messiah alayhi salam. Although he entertained extreme religious and communal prejudices, several times the promised Messiah alayhi salam asked him to publicly bear witness to the divine signs to which he was an eyewitness, but he always evaded doing so. It so happened that in 1881, Maulawa Amal began to suffer from tuberculosis, and his condition became hopeless. In that condition, he came to the promised Messiah, alayhi salam, described his miserable plight, wept bitterly, and humbly beseeched the promised Messiah to pray for him. This only illustrates how deeply Lala Malawa Mal has been impressed with the promised Messiah's piety. The promised Messiah took pity on him and prayed earnestly for his recovery. His prayers were answered, and he was informed in advance by God the Almighty of the recovery of Maulawa Mal. Shortly after this, he recovered from his affliction, which was considered fatal in those days.